Hi, I'm Edwin Lycurgus Westover. I went by my middle name, Lycurgus, and sometimes the nickname Kurg. Let me tell you my father's story. Once upon a time, in the year 1824, in a place called Ohio, there was a boy named Edwin Ruthven Westover. He was the oldest of 4 boys. He is my father. My father's family faced rough times because his father, Alexander, was very sick and eventually passed away when my father Edwin was just 9 years old. They didn't have much money, and my grandmother did her best to take care of them, but it was hard. Eventually, she had to send them to live with other families who could help support them. When my father, Edwin, was 19, he met a girl named Sophia Darrow, and they fell in love and married on a Sunday in February. Soon they had me. I was born on April 2, 1845, in Ohio. Sadly, my mother, Sophia, became very ill and passed away a few months after I was born. My father's mother, Electa Beale, stepped in to take care of me. Around this time, there were people preaching near where Edwin's aunt, Hannah Brown, lived. Hannah and her daughter were converted and baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They sent elders to tell our family, the Westovers, about the church. My father, Edwin, was excited because he hoped to be with my mother, his beloved Sophia, again in the afterlife, so he wanted to learn more about this faith. In 1845, my father was baptized as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. 3.5 years later, my father, Edwin, married a lovely woman named Sarah Jane Burwell. She, her mother, and one sister had also joined the faith. After they got married, they, along with myself and many other people from Ohio who had also joined the faith, decided to travel together to a special place where Latter-day Saints lived. We took a train and then a big steamboat to get to St. Louis. On the way, our boat got stuck on a rock for 16 hours, and then it got stuck again on a sandbar. Some of the men had to go ashore to get supplies. After 9 days, we finally arrived in Council Bluffs, Iowa. From there, we crossed the river to Winter Quarters, Nebraska, and spent 10 days getting ready to go to a place called the Great Salt Lake Valley. It took them 4 long months and 1 day to cross what are now the states of Nebraska and Wyoming and reach the Salt Lake Valley. It was still a wild and dangerous place because there were Native American Indians, but they weren't as much of a threat as before. Despite the challenges, we found some pleasant spots with yummy berries and wild game to eat. When we finally arrived in the Salt Lake Valley, it was October 8th, and we were just in time for a big conference with other members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My father, Edwin, spent a whole winter helping protect our new home from Johnson's army because there were some problems between Utah and the United States at the time. Around 1860, our family moved to a place called Grantsville, west of Salt Lake City. But our stay there was short because in October 1862, he was asked to help settle a new place called St. George, which was part of Utah's Dixie. Building a road through the tough lava rock was a big challenge. While living in St. George, my father Edwin helped build the St. George Temple, and later, he and his family did important work there for people who had passed away. My father and our family always answered the call to help wherever we were needed. Edwin Westover's journey was filled with challenges and adventures as he followed his faith and helped build a better future for his family and community.